and no one thought we'd ever cry. Sunshine, roses, sweet holy Moses, Ethan Allen, come and sing me a song. Any day now, Lord, anyway now, somebody come and take us away. Hey, someone come and take us away. It was 1963, I said, hello, you know I'm free, and I've come to claim our liberty for you and you and you and me. Come on, sing it now, sunshine, roses, sweet holy Moses, Ethan Allen, come and sing me a song. Any day now, Lord, anyway now, somebody come and take us away. Hey, hey, someone come and take us away. It was there up on the hill, 500,000 standing still, with our hopes and dreams that never will become the truth someday, until we start singing now, sunshine, roses, sweet holy Moses, Ethan Allen, come and sing me a song. Any day now, Lord, anyway now, somebody come and take us away. Hey, hey, someone come and take us away. The joker's laughing on the floor, no one knows why or knows what for, but I think it's time we close the door before it's 1984. Come on, sing it now, sunshine, roses, sweet holy Moses, Ethan Allen, come and sing me a song. Any day now, Lord, anyway now, somebody come and take us away. Hey, hey, someone come and take us away. Let me hear you now, sunshine, roses.
Doing good, man. Oh yeah.
Y'all made the track.
Yeah.
It's like, Matt, you want me to sign this?
Yeah, we're gonna get everybody to sign.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to do the hat this year.
Yeah.
Somebody come and take us away. Hey, hey, someone come and take us away. Everybody now, sunshine, roses, sweet holy Moses, Ethan Allen, come and sing me a song.
Here's something special. You came to our school in first grade for career day.
Yeah.
It's in bad shape, but I saved it. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
He was at our school for career day, and he was teaching us how to be like an actor and stuff.
Yeah. He showed behind-the-scenes footage of Ernest Goes to Jail
on
some
video.
of these commercials, the Mellow Yellow ones.
Where was that?
Pinewood Elementary.
Man, you signed everybody in the entire school a picture. That was a lot of people, and all the people who worked there. Sign it again.
And do a little
2019.
update. Yeah. So he was like the first celebrity we ever met. So we were just.
Eyan. Yeah.
This is
Going
great.
back on my wall.
Yeah. I was like, we have to
You were the
update
first
it.
celebrity autograph I ever had, actually. Really? So that's a pretty big deal. Yeah. And I've got a lot now. Thank you so much, Bill. Bobby, if you please.
I usually get paid for doing that.
I don't know what theater this was in, but it was somewhere.
I kept them
Yeah.
almost for this reason. The 12-inch jackets are almost like posters.
What's your favorite Ernest movie?
I put my, he got one in my
Jail.
stuff today.
Jail is awesome. Yeah.
Jail and I mean, I really have a soft spot for Christmas, but Jail, probably Jail. Yeah. From Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you came from all the way from Pennsylvania?
9.5 hours. Yeah.
9.5 hours for Ernest Day. Wow, you guys are true fans. Originals.
I bought them on eBay just to get fresh ones because
Yeah.
my old ones were falling apart.
Ernest Goes to Jail.
Embroidered and everything.
Crew and cast jacket. It's got his name on it.
Yeah, we got to document this too. This is insane. Oh wow. The prison.
Oh, the prison. Yeah, our dad used to work near that prison.
Yeah, our dad actually worked right next to that prison for like 2 decades.
They filmed a couple of things there. Walk the
Last
Line.
Castle, Walk the Line was filmed
Last
there.
Castle.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, he wears it.
Oh wow.
This is a call sheet for.
Oh wow.
For the
Oh,
show.
call sheets. We're familiar with those. Yeah.
Oh man.
You've seen any of those for the?
Yeah, and it's different things we've worked on.
Oh yeah. Oh look, Jim Varney's name.
So it's the
Bill.
actors, where they're going to be, all that
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, an actual call
Who
sheet.
picks them up? How they
Yeah,
get there?
Tom and Bobby.
Filmed it in May. Wow. Okay.
Oh look, Rimshot. It was Barkley dog. It's the same dog from Problem Child 2 and the sequel to Christmas Story. It's the same
Yeah, it
dog
runs in the
actor.
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on. He would be on the talk shows. I remember.
Yeah. He was on the.
He was on David Letterman
He was
or
on
something
Letterman.
one time.
The
Yeah.
dog was on David Letterman.
Yeah.
The
And then
review.
you're gonna see.
Oh wow. Oh crazy.
Eartha Kitt.
He still has this jacket right here in his closet. Actually,
Oh, he
took
does?
a picture of it yesterday.
He still has that?
Yeah, he
Oh,
keeps
man.
everything.
Oh he does. Man, that is awesome to know that.
Eartha Kitt. She's a legend.
Oh yeah.
Catwoman.
R.I.P. Eartha Kitt.
That guy was in It.
That guy was in the
He was one of the. He was one
Tim
of,
Curry. He's one of the bullies. Like
yeah, he was one of Belch's.
One of Belch's
cronies.
bullies.
This is like some pictures and stuff from.
This is Ernest Goes to School. Yeah.
Is that Bobby?
That was the guy we just took the picture.
Where'd you guys come from?
Hershey, Pennsylvania, Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. This is tremendous.
Yeah,
I just was so thrilled that they have this.
Oh yeah.
And it's our first time to be able to come here. So
Awesome. Yeah, it's the third year now. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. It's something that they've been doing. So we're looking forward to being able to come
Awesome.
again.
You guys came from Georgia?
Yeah, all the way from Georgia.
Awesome. Wow, we got Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia.
One of the first things I found that was very interesting was. And did you notice the trolls? You know where they come from? Well, from what I've been told, they just repainted a lot of the killer clown mask and turned them into trolls.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So they use the same ones. And then
Yeah.
Jonas, he was the troll, the main troll. He went to their facility in I guess in Los Angeles, and they fitted him for all that. And,
Oh nice.
and he got discovered too. He wasn't auditioning for that part. He was auditioning for something else, and one of the talent agents saw him and asked him if he'd be interested in doing that. And then 2 days later, he's working on this movie. Here's some stuff from Ernest Goes to Jail. Here's another call sheet.
Call sheet from jail.
You just can flip through it there.
Randall takes Cobb's
On the team
autograph.
version, there's like 4 or 5 different tries of him doing random stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in one of our favorite movies, Raising Arizona. A lot of big roles in the 90s. He's in Fried Green Tomatoes, Rocket Man, a
He did
Disney
quite a
movie,
few movies.
The Replacements. He had a really funny role in that.
He was in Mississippi Burning.
Oh, that's one of the commercials. I remember that one.
I've looked for this for years. He told me he loaned these tapes to somebody and never got them back. But I found them in the bottom of a tub trying to make room in his closet.
Yeah, these are definitely some of the
Thought
ones
they
he
were
brought
lost. Wow.
for career day.
1988, tape prepared for Bill Byrge, all Chuck and Bobby probably TV spots.
So it's every TV spot they did up until '88. Yep, that's it. That's probably the one he brought to our
video
school.
clips of making the movie.
Yep, this is the tape he showed to us in first grade.
Yep, this is it.
Behind the
Oh,
scenes
really?
of Ernest Goes
You're
to
kidding.
Yeah, he showed us a tape that was behind the scenes of Ernest Goes to Jail.
It was when they were filming the scene where he holds up his
in the bank.
his gun.
It's from Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Goes Stupid.
The troll turns the kids into wooden dolls. Yeah.
From the original movie.
Oh yeah,
The movie's prop master made that. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was scary. I mean,
That's the original one.
kids getting turned into wooden dolls,
Yeah.
man.
I bought that off of Richard Wardrop. He used to be the prop master for the movie.
Wow.
He's from North Carolina.
Wow. This is
Yes, yeah, he's from North Carolina.
awesome. This is the main kid in the movie. Yeah.
That's the main doll. Yeah.
This doll. I remember it falls off the tree in one part. Like.
Yeah. And then
He was the hero kid, and then
Rose stomps on it. Yeah.
this is amazing. I gotta get the underside. It's even flannel.
Yeah, it's cool, ain't it?
It's like they made his whole body like
They have a
the colors
picture
were
of
warped.
The rest of them right here.
Yeah. I actually got a picture behind the scenes.
Oh wow.
They actually made one large one and
Yeah.
5 smaller ones. And that's the authenticity from Richard.
That is amazing. Awesome that it's in the hands of a fan. That's true justice there. Yeah. So you also own a Ninja Turtle head from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze?
Yeah, the Raphael head that was used.
With the motors and everything in it?
Yeah. I also have a foot soldier mask that was used in part 1 and part 2.
Oh, nice.
Is it love, maybe? Can you tell, baby? Is this love I'm falling through? Is it yes, maybe? Will you stay, baby? Will you tell me I'm for you? I'm falling deeper and deeper and deeper in love. And love is a hole, there ain't no bottom of. It's getting steeper and steeper and steeper to drop. I'm falling so deep that I can't see the top. I'm so high, honey. Don't know why it's not sunny, but I'll try to shine for you. You'll find out someday. There must be some way I can make you love me too. I'm falling deeper and deeper and deeper in love. And love is a hole there ain't no bottom of. It's
Hey, what's your favorite Ernest movie?
Ernest Scared Stupid, no doubt. I'm the oldest, he's the youngest. We got 2 sisters in the middle. So. Yeah, my mom took me to the theater, so I was 7 years old at the time. And she still tells me the story to this day that, like, when the trolls started popping up, she's like, oh my God, I didn't know all this was gonna happen. Should I have taken my little one to see this? And she says when we walked out of the movie, I smiled at her. I said, Mom, that was the scariest movie I've ever seen, but I loved it.
Kids like
and
being
like,
scared.
Yeah,
people
and
need
I
to
think I
realize
wore
that.
out
Yeah.
the VHS tapes from the video
Oh,
store
nice,
because
nice.
once it got on video, I just rented it over and over and over.
Standing close, factors beyond the old yesteryear. Embrace the sun with the rivals of life. Handing both friend and foe to the atmosphere brings forth the fruit, but in doing so dies, shepherding inner worlds beyond the storming swirls. Nonsense and words, argument of the age. But on the other hand, theories will never stand when all the facts have been simply displayed. Drifting down towards the surface, liquids cool and float. Enormous oceans beneath the blueberry shroud. A world of ephemeral mystery. Is this how it is? I wonder aloud.
Careful what you see around it.
Right.
It'll end up written down somewhere.
How's it being here a year later?
I'm here.
Yeah.
A year older.
Well,
less wise.
Oh, you don't know that.
Oh, I'm pretty certain.
it's pretty cool to see everybody showing up again, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice. It's neat.
Yeah,
It's
the
really
line,
cool.
the line today was so long coming in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got held up. Like I was stopped and I was like, well, should I like call somebody or he would actually say my lines right before I would say them.
Were a lot of them like improvised or like?
Yeah, I mean he would just say what he wanted me to say.
Oh, yeah,
because I had
he
a hard
coached you.
time
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
because all the other kids were from LA and so I had this thick Southern accent. And so
Yeah.
he would say the line and then I would mime it. For pretty much all the lines. He would go, notice it's aromatic bouquet. I would repeat exactly what John would say. And that's how some of my lines are still in the movie.
Awesome.
Man, I wish we had that deleted scene of you like narrating the food fight.
I get that a lot. Like people,
It's out there somewhere.
yeah, like every podcast I've ever been on they ask about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere because you can still see in the movie me doing this and Jacob talking.
I'm actually the M Shell of the M Shell producers.
Oh, you're
Like,
M Shell?
I'm M Shell.
Oh, wow.
Where it comes up to the
The M Shell, the
Producer's
production
group.
company. Yeah.
That's me. Because my middle name is Shell, like it's seashell.
Oh, okay.
So they took the EM, my first name, and Shell.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, where the fan club, where we had the fan club stuff, it was called Quentin Properties, which was named after Josh, Jerry, my older brother.
Oh.
What was it like having your dad as director of these huge Hollywood movies growing up with like Jim Varney and Ernest and just all that box office mania and all that Ernest mania?
It's just, I mean, I'm just like, oh, it's just Jim. It's just, oh, they're just having cameras because they shot the commercials.
Yeah.
The house I grew up in.
Then you just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger. And I didn't really see the phenomenon of it.
Yeah.
Since I grew up with it.
Yeah.
Until like, there was a few years ago, they did an anniversary thing of Ernest Scared Stupid. Played the movie.
Yeah.
And had a question and answer with Dad, my dad, John Cherry, and Coke Sam's.
Yeah.
And the thing was packed, and people were asking questions, and I was like, wow, okay. I was just amazed how big it is.
Yeah.
It's just because I grew up with it, I didn't realize how big it was. 5th grade, had a field trip to my house.
Really?
Because they were shooting commercials. We got a field trip to the house to show them how the commercials were made. It was fun because we had all like Cokes, Sprites,
Yeah.
ice
like a party,
cream.
I bet. Yeah.
It was a party.
All his different
and
endorsements.
different endorsements
Yeah.
that he did. So
Wow.
Oh, that's
it was
great.
fun.
What's your favorite Ernest movie?
I don't know if I really have one. Of course, the classic is the Ernest Goes To Camp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I worked on Ernest Got Scared Stupid. It was fun. I was craft service.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I was in that movie.
Yeah.
I was in the dice costume at the party scene.
The dice costume. Okay, so you lived in Vern's house. How was that?
Coming home from school, they're like, shh, they're shooting. We're like,
They shot like thousands of those, I hear.
yeah, like one week out of each month, they shot a movie or a commercial there. And so, and they had a little pool house or little apartment attached to the house so Jim can stay there. If I was at the kitchen table doing homework, he would come and it's like, what are you studying? What are you learning? And he would tell me like a story, like if it was history.
He always had I hear he always had like stories to tell, knowledge to spread.
Yes, and he'd always, I didn't see him as Ernest because he was just Jim, and he would tell stories about whatever I was learning. And I would say, you know, go back to the teacher and like, oh, I learned this. So I learned a lot from Jim.
That's great.
He was a great guy. Loved him. Very smart man.
Genius.
Your dad is too. I mean, your dad
made it all happen too.
None of this would be here without your dad.
Yes,
That's the crazy.
I agree.
So we watched some of Army last night, Ernest and the
And
Army.
your dad's in that movie.
Your dad's
just
got a
like,
legit role in that movie.
your dad needed like a Golden Globe for that movie.
Yeah, I was in college and I went for spring break to visit him.
Wow.
And he was like, oh, you know, you'll recognize me without my beard. And I was like, fine. I didn't recognize him.
Did you get to work with Tim Curry at all on Pirates of the Planet?
I did. I worked on that movie with Tim Curry.
How was Tim Curry? I want to know.
He was just, I mean, so down to earth, just like Jim.
Yeah.
And he would hang out on the sets and just goof around. Him and Jim just are alike.
Awesome.
Because they're just so sweet.
Yeah.
And gentle.
Both just perfect at their craft. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Had you seen him play It? Pennywise.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, It, Home Alone 2,
I saw
Legend.
the Rocky Horror.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was in Annie, which I love.
Yes.
Played Brewster.
He's the bad guy. They said Jim was supposed to be a part of the Pirates of the Plane movie.
He got sick at that time.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was helping doing research for the pirate movies, and my Tim was in the Muppet
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island.
That's our favorite Muppet movie.
Yeah, so I said, Dad, you need to pitch it to Tim. So I was struck with Tim Curry. I had taken some pictures and slideshows and showed them during the rap party.
Oh, they had a rap party. Where did they shoot Pirates of the Plane?
In South Africa.
Oh, they shot that in South Africa.
South
Wow,
Africa.
okay.
And I sent him, he goes, I want all your pictures and stuff. And I just like, okay.
Tim Curry wants my photo.
I never would, you know, I would want to change anything in my life growing up. Because it was fun and educational and stuff of how the film industry worked. And then seeing this of how many people show up every year, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, it's bigger than what I expected. They saw him, Ernest, at a race. Like he would.
Yeah, he'd like commentate.
So Disney kind of got wind of Ernest and they're like, hey.
Yeah, because everybody, when he was going around like the lead car, and he, like, or a little parade, I don't know what they do with NASCAR, you know, whatever they do. And everybody just cheered for Ernest. And, you know, the guys from Disney was like, who is this character?
We got to get some of that.
We got to get some of that. And they contacted Dad.
And they made a bunch of money off of your dad's creation.
Yes, and that's how it all.
How does your dad feel about it? Because like I know he's probably real humble about it, you know, because he's the director. But like, how does he feel when he sees all this pandemonium and just people, multiple generations, grandparents, their kids, their grandkids, and all that? Like
It brings joy to his heart. He loves it.
Good.
And which makes me happy, you know, because like if he's happy, I'm happy.
Like if Jim was still alive, you know, he and your dad, even though Jim would be 70, they'd still be making Ernest movies. I mean, I know for sure.
Probably a little short.
Yeah, because you know, Paul Rubens is still doing Pee-wee Herman in his 60s, and then you got Indiana Jones coming back for another movie. I just know Jim Varney would still be out there.
You came to our school in first grade for career day to talk about acting. You were the first celebrity we met and got, you know, an autograph of. So it's really cool to see you again and see you still doing your thing and being a part of this thing. Yeah. Did you know when you got into it that Ernest would be this huge worldwide phenomenon?
No, I really didn't.
Really? And you said you didn't have a favorite Ernest movie?
Not really. As I was saying, each one, they were all good. But each one was a different experience.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, I had more lines, of course, in the jail than I did in any of the others. Most of the time, I just had to shake my head to agree with him.
Yeah. Well, that was
I did or not.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest parts, was how you were a man of few words, but when you did talk, it was really a big deal. You know, you're like, wow, Bobby's talking. I think in Ernest Scared Stupid, your line was plus tax.
Well, they decided that from the very beginning that Chuck would do most of the talking, and I would just react to it. So that's what I tried to do. Most of the time, whatever he would say, I would just shake my head yes.
Awesome.
They gave me those lines in the jail movie. Freeze, fuck, make your play.
Yeah. You said the line. That is awesome.
That was the line they always wanted to hear.
Could you say the line again?
Oh.
For the fans.
Freeze, fuck, make your play.
Say plus tax.
Plus tax.
We remember you did all those Mellow Yellow commercials. You had a lot of endorsements yourself.
I was always a mad movie fan. The first time my brother took me when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Wow.
From then on even until now.
What's one of the first movies you remember going to see?
I'm trying to remember. The first one he took me to, Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Awesome.
I have no idea what the film was.
Yeah. Well, they used to show, serial cartoons before every movie.
Oh,
so
yes.
Yeah.
And then we hear you're like a big fanboy yourself, and
got a lot of pictures of you with autographs and pictures of other famous people. What's one of your favorite memories of you and Jim Varney?
I guess just sitting around when they weren't shooting. Anything that you wanted to talk about, he would be knowledgeable about it.
He had knowledge of everything. Wow.
He informed me, which I took his word for it, that there were 38,000 words in the New Testament.
Wow. I wonder if he counted them all by himself. Did you get noticed a lot from the movies and the commercials and all that?
I did. I don't mind it. People recognize me.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, really. I started probably in the early 80s when Taylor and I started doing commercials. And then they wrote us into the...
So they wrote you guys into the Ernest movies after you had already started doing commercials?
Yeah, being a part of all the Ernest mania and the phenomena that it became, how cool was that? How did that feel, seeing how big it became while you were a part of it?
Well, I was quite pleased by it. It never did bother me.
What's it like being here today and seeing all these people?
I've enjoyed being here today. This is my first time camping. It was great. People recognize me. I get two reactions. One, they look and make sure it's me. And sometimes, if they're bold enough, they'll come up and speak. And I don't mind that. It's second nature.
It's so great that you're out here today. And,
I've enjoyed it very much.
And what do you think it means for Jim Varney and the Ernest legacy?
I think what I've heard, I think Jim will be very, very pleased. Not only by the turnout here, but that people still enjoy the movies and commercials he did. Laughter and fun is just as important as anything else. And there's so many bad things that happen in life. As you know, a little fun and laughter helps to lighten that. And Jim was always gracious and friendly to me.
And it's surreal for us right now to be interviewing you because we've just been such big fans.
I think you coming to our class in first grade really inspired us to get into making movies and acting.
And you showed us a bunch of VHS tapes of behind the scenes of the movies and behind the scenes of your commercials and then the commercials, and it was great.
When I first watched Ernest Goes to Jail, I was waiting for you to talk the whole time, and then when you finally talked, I was like, that's the most epic moment of the whole movie. I thought, yeah.
And if Jim were still here today, you'd probably still be making some Ernest movies.
He died in 2000 at the age of 50. A heavy smoker, which I discourage in anybody. They'll never find anybody to be as good as he was at what he did. But he used to go around to children's hospitals.
He was so dedicated, and he knew
so humble too, yeah.
And he knew that he had a lot of fans that really looked up to him.
I'm sure he did.
Thank you for inspiring us and inspiring so many people, and thank you for doing all the great things you've done. Yeah.
I've enjoyed very much. God has blessed me. I think I've had a great life.
Seeing you do what you do, it gave us the gumption to do what we do, and we really appreciate that. Yeah, we'll never forget that career day. Appreciate everything so much.
Yes.
You're a legend, man.
Well,
you really are.
Meeting both of you.
It's great meeting you. Yeah.
When
you got smashed into the crate, Ernest Saves Christmas, that was funny.
Oh, man.
That was the first thing I filmed.
Really?
They took me out to the set.
Did they really mount you on that thing?
And they measured me up for the box.
Yeah.
And then when they got ready to film, that box fell down. They took a stapler and stapled this side to one side and this side to the other, and then Gator drove off. They were able to give me a double.
Made you do your own stunts.
I did.
So Bill Byrge did his own crate stunt in Ernest Saves Christmas. That's
great.
Awesome.
That's cool to know. Yeah.
That man right there is a genius.
Oh yes. So are you though? I mean, you helped create all this too.
All out of your head, so.
You're brilliant, man. You're brilliant.
Creative genius, performing genius.
Yep.
When two geniuses collide, we get this right here, Ernest.
You hire good horses and let them run, and then you take credit for how well they run.
How's it feel to be back at the same place, all these years later?
It always feels weird, things look smaller or different than you remember. The trees grew bigger, but it's almost surreal. It's such a beautiful place.
I went to him and I said, "You gotta come to rehearsals." He said, "Buster, am I bigger than you?" I said, "Yeah, but I hadn't paid you yet."
Perfect.
Certainly, it looks a lot like you, don't it? Don't throw me in the pool. You want to learn how to swim? I have a very effective method.
How's it feel to see your dad's legacy, so beautifully celebrated today?
When you think that there's nobody, that there isn't much support for it anymore, then you see hundreds of people show up here, extremely impressive. I mean, it's awesome, and I know it really does mean the world to him. I mean, a month ahead of time, he loves the support. This is why he does it, to make people laugh and smile. He would always show up at Carden & Cherry, their advertising firm, and say, "John, Buster, I don't want to do comedy anymore. I want people to take me serious as an actor. I mean, I have education, I've trained, I've done," and he'd say, "Jim, just walk down to T-Pack, walk down to the theater and say, hey, I want to be in a play, and I'm sure they'll probably take you." Well, I don't know if I want to go that far. I think I'll take baby steps and work my way up to it. He would always tell me that a lot of actors would sit on screen with him, and the second they stumbled with their lines, and he caught them and said, "Oh, well, you mean to say this, you meant to say this," and he just would go on and save a scene or save a whole, commercial. It would just amaze a lot of actors that thought he was just joking around, kidding, and he's not a serious actor, but a lot of them kind of gave respect to that.
So what's your favorite Ernest movie?
My favorite Ernest movie would have to be, I'm going to have to go with Ernest Goes to Africa.
Ernest Goes to Africa?
That's probably one of my favorites.
You got to go to South Africa
for 2 years when I was a kid, so I got to ride the dunes with my dad.
Was it culture shock, like being out there, or like?
It was a culture shock, but it was so much fun. Yeah. I mean, we lived in, when we were filming Ernest Goes to Africa, we lived in a game preserve there for a little while, and it was just, it was a blast.
Where's that smile you let me steal so many times before? Though the world seems darker these days, we've been lucky in so many ways. As long as there's laughter shared between us, we can survive any storm. Like the dreamers we are, our eyes on the stars will get by, I know. If we can remember to keep believing, the doubts will take come again. Light the fire, come lie with me, and we'll forget all the rain. Pack away those tears for today. They're a waste of our time anyway. As long as there's laughter to share between us, we can survive.
Without further ado, we're going to get the movie started, and thanks again for coming out tonight. Do you guys enjoy the show?
Like the